Oh, I did not mean to mute his voice. Did I make a mistake on the team? Oh wait, okay.
Yeah, Blue
Yeah, I know
Ninjas on
Vivi's not in there.
IGHF. Yeah,
Vivi.
Vivi.
How you doing, Mega?
I'm good. How about you? What?
I'm doing
Tubbs
good.
is on IGHM. It's Blue Ninja.
No way. Tubbs is on IGHM?
Yeah, it's Blue Ninja who's on
Oh
SB Lightning.
man,
What?
what? Man, I've been missing out. Alright, that's cool. Alright,
All right, come on.
well,
Now we can't start up. You guys got to change your player icons. Come on, Storm. Everyone's doing it.
I don't have it. Alright, and so I'm gonna turn my mic off. I think, let me see, are we live? Alright, we are live, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna turn my mic off and I'm gonna let you guys commentate.
All right. I don't
All
think I
right.
have the storm. Oh, I found it.
All right, there we go. That should be perfect. All right. Here we go, amateur with the little dweeb Mercy. Still looking for somebody to pocket him. He's a fair player. Hit him up, amateur gamer 3. He's just looking for a Mercy player to do away comp. Alright, guys. Welcome to SB Lightning versus IGHM. Our second game of the Amateur League. I believe the first game was won by Yin and Yang 2-0. That game was pretty entertaining to begin with, so our first game was already pretty good to go off. And now coming into our second game now, Lightning, were they in the last Masters and Diamond tournament? Do you remember, Angel?
No, I don't. I don't think I was around for that tournament. Now that I think of it.
Oh, well, SB Lightning is a team I'd say with a lot of potential. They made a few big roster switches, and then apparently these guys were going unbeaten in scrims and games. Like, people weren't even able to take a map off them. But funny enough, IGHM in their last scrim, they were able to take 2 maps off them and tie the scrim 2-2. So these are 2 evenly matched teams right about now, I would say. But one big difference is that Lightning right now is missing Zigzag. That man does so. That man's just a pillar for his team. He's so happy. We've heard about SB Lightning. They've been struggling a little bit ever since his disappearance. Not only that, but IGHM, they picked up Mr. Tubbs as their new off-tank player, and it's been a big pickup for them as they did struggle a little bit with shot calling, and boom, they got somebody who was an effective shot caller for their previous team. But Angel, you want to introduce SB Lightning?
Well, we have Truthfully Cool here, looking like he's gonna be running Winston for his team. A Zaxophone, excellent name. Yeah, it looks like he'll probably be running Lucifer for his team with 20 hours in this competitive season. PK, 22 Beast, maybe running the Lucio instead of him. More likely will be running that Mercy, as he does have less time on the Lucio pick. Scuttlebus will most likely be running an off tank, maybe a Zarya, maybe a Diva. Blue Ninja will look like he's going to be running Fair and Tracer, maybe even switching to some Soldier if they have trouble running against the Pharah. And the Herminator looking like he's actually going to be the Soldier for his team instead of Blue Ninja.
All right. Well, coming into their opponents, Intergalactic Happy Meal, starting it off with Plague, their Lucio player. He was actually brought onto the team, but he became the captain. Fun thing about that, and he's been really keeping this team going. Um, just setting up scrims, talking to the community, keeping everyone involved. He's been doing so much, encouraging his own teammates to continue. Something about this team, majority of them, not going to say they were one tricks, but their hero pool was very limited. Came in, did a lot for them. Air Slash, everyone's most famous Reaper right now in the amateur Discord. Everybody knows him. Always getting at least 4-mans with his ult. Mr. Tubbs, the off-tank player, might be playing Zarya, a little bit of Winston, maybe D.Va if they want to run that D.Va Ryan combo. Alloy, their main tank, the original leader, and just a very good in-game caller. He's not generally the main caller, but he's always there being that supportive, helping out if they need target calling, ult management, or whatever. Vivi, the Mercy player, a lot of people know her. She's improved her game quite a bit. There were a lot of times in the old tournament where she should have died, I would say, but she just shocked everyone. And then Rhea, who's been this Genji player. We saw him in the last tournament. I think he got like a 4-man Dragon Blade after 4-man after 4-man. Amateur, do we want to make the lobby invite only? Just to avoid these join ups. Alright, yeah, let's make the lobby invite only before you leave. Alright, perfect. But before we do before we do go into this, Angel, have you seen anything with these teams before?
Well, I have only seen one scrim out of Intergalactic Happy Meal. They did look very good in the scrim. I can't actually remember who they were running against though. Really haven't seen much. I really haven't seen much from either team though.
Interesting, interesting. But going into this, both teams are gonna have a person coming in. Oh, we are gonna get into this right away. All right, Terminator did change his player icon. But and we have already paused it. Alright, well, we can't even look at their profiles, but, I do know a little bit about these teams, Skittlebus, I actually used to cast with him. Plague's not ready. What is Plague doing, kid? Alright, well, we have heard that apparently there are a few complications over at the side of Intergalactic Happy Meal. So while that does get taken care of real quick, Angel, by any chance, do you know what our map pool is for tonight?
Well, all I really know is that we are going to be starting in Dorado. I've been kind of just brought on all of a sudden by amateur. I wasn't really expecting this, but just kind of here. Well, after
Alright,
Dorado, Zara, we will be going to Temple of Anubis and then Nepal.
So that 2CP finally coming in, I guess amateurs finally seen the light that 2CP is a part of the game. People shouldn't get a pass on it just because they don't like it. So this is good, especially against teams that have been practicing the Sombra strat. Haha, another pause. I wonder what Blue Ninja is gonna play. Haha. About to get a message from Amateur. Alright, take it down a notch, Mega. Calm down. Alright, and finally, we're gonna be starting to get into this. Oh, where's he getting it? Alright, but getting into this now. This is actually a very strong map for Ninja if he actually does want to run that pharmacy. Let me mute that. Alright, but
like SB Lightning is all just gonna commit suicide, try and show the other team what they're running and fake them out. Unless that's what they actually run, that'll be the ultimate fake out.
But you see IGHM, they don't care. They're just picking what they want.
IGHM also trying to kill themselves, seems like. Can't really go off that side of the map, bro.
Hey man, life isn't a fun thing, alright? But coming into this now,
with a Ryan
Blue Ninja on that Sombra, maybe they've been practicing some crazy wacky strat. But they've also running a Winston Reinhardt. Skittle feeling really confident. I know he's a super decent Zarya. But now coming into this, running the Ana Lucio as their support, a very interesting combo, not usually seen at low or high elos on this platform at least. But now going in truthfully cool, gonna be backing out with his life. And what do you think about Blue Ninja being on this Sombra, Angel?
Well, I think his team's really gonna have to play around the health back so that he gets really good value out of his EMPs. And unfortunately, running with a Lucio and an Ana will most likely not net them the health back, but he does come out with a kill that's instantly created back from the side of IGHM.
Yep, with IGHM getting 4 picks right now. They did lose the Mercy, but the spawn was so close to the point where they could have pushed in without it. But now going into this Blue Ninja, super close to that EMP, not quite just there. Gonna be forced to back up, and the side of Lightning being very disorganized right now. It doesn't look like they know where to attack from or who to attack with, who to focus. It's a very disorganized play right now. Play gonna drop the B as they do look to finish this. And Dragon Blade coming out from Rhea, able to get that kill onto the Ana and getting the soldier to kill himself. But now going into this kill, still going in the favor of Lightning, and Blue Ninja now going on to that bread and butter. Gonna be playing that Pharah. But all the kills are still going in their favor. Their numbers down in the fight, and they are going to take the second point very comfortably. This first one comfortably.
Well, I do
but
like I do like that they tried running something else in the Sombra, but it just didn't really work out. I think they just had too much healing on the side of Lightning. No real chance to build up that EMP.
The one thing I do like with the Sombra strat is that that fight was super extended. Like, nothing was really happening for a good 30 seconds. The Skittle bus actually jumping down super early without his teeth nearly gets punished after Tubbs able to pop that time. I'm going to be getting those kills. And now with those number advantage, the side of IGHM looking to collapse on this team, able to get a second pick onto the Winston. Everything is right now going for their way. Ninja trying to get some kills, Grimby trying to get some peek. Rhea just popping Dragon Blade. I guess he got it. He got a second one so quick and he got hyped. He's gonna get immediately punished, and Mr. Tubbs and Rhea just gonna die in their spawn. And Vivi doesn't look like she's gonna respawn those guys. She's gonna punish them for their stupidity.
Well, these late kills are very big to the side of Lightning, as they did get a lot of free push off that.
Yep, and they actually got another kill onto Blue Ninja. And Air Slash popping Pack Visor, getting Herm, taking him out immediately. And the Primal Winston now being popped by Truthfully Cool to save himself against Air Slash. And
First shadow catches both tanks. Really big for his team.
Yep, and Blue Ninja now finally coming and getting that 2-man with the help of the Ana. And now all the kills are going to go in their favor, and they're going to hold here, and they're going to force the side of IGHM to regroup. Rhea just gotta die or get out. Don't get staggered.
Well,
yep, and now going...
Ults here do seem to be in the favor of IGHM, bro. Mr. Tubbs going from that Primal, Rehex halfway to his next blade already, and Alan and Vivio do have their ults up. They're real defensive ults to help on the side of SV Lightning. Interesting that they're running this on it might be biting them in the behind. Although, as I say that, Mr. Toast is killed by PK, and Alan is not that enough.
I'm just watching him. Blue Ninja on Despair is just doing so much. They're gonna have to find a way to shut him down effectively. I feel like if they want to win this, that pick onto Truthfully Cool is gonna be very helpful for them. But I still feel like they just need that one pick onto Ninja. He's got that Barrage. Herm's coming up with this Pathfinder, and Shatter's about to be up. So a few ults about to come online for IGHM.
So jumping in. Up on the side of IGHM. Justice doesn't find much, just goes straight into the Matrix. Actually, manages to catch Rehex on first, didn't realize. And Self-Destruct doesn't find anything on the side of IGHM. They do seem to be getting stopped right here at second. Vivio is waiting in the back for that res. Not sure if she's actually going to go out and try and get it though, as her team is getting kills are being staggered a lot.
Yep, they do have a little bit of an ult advantage. Maybe they should just, maybe if they realize this next fight, they're going to come in with these. But Truthfully Cool, heavily overextended right now. Popping Primal, could be trying to stagger it out.
And Mr. Tubbs is getting very late. His whole team was almost back in the fight and he got killed. That's devastating for the side of IGHM.
Yep, and Nano Visor now is up. That's going to be so painful to deal with. But
Zaxxon does save Scuttlebutts with that sound barrier. He managed to pick up a kill off it to see what else they can do here. Only 25 seconds left in this game. Cart is being pushed back a lot. Although with two quick kills.
And Herm's gonna pop that visor, but he's not gonna have the nano boost there. So it's all hope that like he's able to finish these kills. Yep, Vivi's gonna pop the solo res, completely understandable. If you're gonna lose, you rather lose with no ults than hold on to ults. And they're gonna nano the Ryan.
Rehex did pop that blade early last fight, trying to kill Ninja. I didn't really like the use of that, as he just boosted away from him and hit his that Dragon Blade was completely nullified.
Yep, the kills are still going in the favor of IGHM. They have no ults. Barrage is nearly there. Maybe if Blue Ninja could be given a little time, but nope, they are going to take it. And now with the spawn advantage up, they're just going to get completely collapsed upon. Anna going down, Farrah going down, yep.
Scuttle does decide to switch off of that run onto the D.Va now.
Yep, I feel like that was definitely a good call. Just Tubbs diving in by himself again. This aggression, very strange. Nobody's able to follow through with him. But I feel like the D.Va was definitely a smart move. Primal Winston now going in the back, not really finding anything, really just feeding ult. The opponent is able to get that final hit onto Vivi, but only one able to go down. Nobody else is really low. They're gonna back up. Plague and Rhea going down. Tubbs as well. Tubbs has been dying a lot, but the D.Va D-Mech is gonna be huge because they're just gonna leave the D.Va be.
Scuttlebutts has been coming in clutch on the switch with onto the D.Va. Gets 2 kills immediately. Already has his D.Va bomb. He's just switched. It's such a it's such a slow target ult usually.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. Who knows? Tubbs has been very aggressive, so maybe he's been able to take advantage of that. But now getting into this.
Seems like Tubbs isn't communicating that he's diving in. Seems like he's just going in without anybody even realizing that's what's going on. And 3-man
Bus with a huge Diva Bus. This is huge for them if they could somehow be able to just finish off these final kills. They'd be dying with that res. It's up on Rhea and Tubbs right now to stall it out long enough for her to get back. But this is going to be asking for a lot for them. Sound barrier getting dropped, going to be trying to just keep everyone healthy. We are going down, but the supports are back now. The reinforcements are back. Vivi's got that res if needed. Going to be obviously trying to avoid to use it as early as possible. But as they do come into this air, going to be popping that pack visor. Dak did use his visor a little bit free-handed, so not going to be able to. And now air getting those 2 huge kills, taking out the DPS and support. Skittle throwing another Diva Bomb, but not going to be able to find anybody. And truthfully, able to get that free kill on the air slash, taking out that DPS, but getting it. But Skittle getting super low, about to get D-maxed out of mech. That's going to be a lot of potential damage as that defense matrix is gone. And now going in, this fight is very staggered, very sloppy. Diva Bomb able to get blue, but Terminator is on the high ground of using that right now. Eloy getting 3 kills so far, calling in his mech back and getting that Winston and killing the Lucio right after. And now Tactical Visor getting caught by Herm, but Sound Barrier coming out, not going to be really giving him that much damage to work with. And the payload actually getting nearly a point. The solo res is going to be coming on the Aloy. Yeah, would have preferred to hold on to that air and Plague immediately go down right after. And now Rhea with another Dragon Blade. He's been having a really quiet game, but that might be a game changer. Now Winston on the point. Anna's coming back with this nano boost. It's going to be very clutch for her to get this. Another Diva Bomb coming out of Skittle. He's just doing so much for his team. And now Blue Ninja on this Tracer, getting that nano boost, trying to just stall it out, trying to do damage, trying to make something happen for their team, but it's literally all IGHM in the kill feed. It is barely any blues. Vivi gonna be going down. He's also getting picked off quite a bit. But Diva Bomb coming in, Aloy getting that huge 2-man, immediately bringing back those numbers. And now going into this, just a few more meters. This has been such a long overtime for them. If they could get this now, it'd be amazing.
They almost got it there. Blue Ninja barely manages to get on the point to stall it out yet again. Both the 2 kills coming out, 3 kills coming out from the side of IGH. Really been good. Mr. Tubbs just seems to be playing a lot more passive now, letting them get all this damage out on the payload, and they managed to push the payload in overtime.
That's got to be momentum killer. That's got to be crushing. You had that, like, they got pushed into overtime when Skittle got a huge 3-man Diva Bomb. I don't want to say, hey, they shouldn't have. Like, it's a payload map. I would say it's a little bit more attacker friendly than compared to the other maps. But I don't know. Like, the fact that happened has to be crushing. Yep, and there we go. Lightning now going right over to that pharmacy, going to their bread and butter. They were playing around with that Sombra, switched to Pharah, but then the Ana was just doing so much work that they didn't want to switch off. But right now, they're going to switch that. They're done playing games. And I would say it's a very smart call, too.
Well, Rehex is teasing this Torbjorn. I hope he played Rehex. I haven't seen a lot of Torb in these tournaments. It's always fun to watch.
It would be a really good idea, too. Well, I would actually be against the Torb either, and it's simply because he's going to be killing and switching them off. But the idea of running a Torb would actually be good here. Blue Ninja, probably the most known Pharah in AG's community right now. High chance he's going to run it. Having that Torb, which has an auto lock and consistent damage, is going to force the Mercy to only heal him, which gives your team a lot more room to work with on attacking the rest of your team.
Well, Rehax
But
does
yeah,
come back on that comfort Genji. He has been playing this a lot recently. Really doesn't seem to do too well when he's off it.
generally because his hero pool is, I would say, very situational, which is a problem. But going into this, Skittle's not going to be on that Zarya. I know he's a really good Zarya, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this. And now this is going to be focusing Herminator getting extremely low, going to barely survive, and getting targeted by the entire team of Lightning. But now going to be pushing on the choke, and actually Lightning looking for a pick-off, looking for something. They look like they want to dive, but they don't know what to dive. That pick on the Vivi is huge. That's got to be the initiation right now.
Rehax is taken out in the backline, although Alloy does kill PK, but doesn't seem like it's going to be doing much, as Blue Ninja is coming in, just putting out damage with rockets. Make sure that Ron Shield is always low. Just finds 2, 3, 4 kills. Payload really helping make sure his team gets a lot of push there.
Yep.
Does switch over to that Reaper now.
Yep, and I feel like that's definitely a really good call. Truthfully Cool being really aggressive on this Winston. They need a Punisher for him. And Skittlebus is a really good Zarya. He got the 50% within one fight. Graviton, not normally the easiest ult to build, so just showing you like the capabilities of that.
What's really cool is harassing the healers on this side of IDHM. Doesn't have that problem of rage in case he goes dangerously low. Doesn't need to pop it now. Feels he's safe. Oh, it does almost demech Mr. Tubbs on that Diva. Actually, interesting switch coming out from the side of IDHM, running Mr. Tubbs on the Diva now instead of the Winston. Alloy did have some huge bombs for his team at that. I'm not really sure how I'd go like that.
Yep, and all these skills right now going in their favor. Wasted grab, I would say. Yep, Vivi gonna be coming with that 3-man res. And despite being in a really long stalemate, Air Slash gonna be popping that Death Blossom. I'm gonna be baiting out the sound barrier, getting that out of the way. So now if Rick's Rhea on the 76 for the next fight, gonna have this Hack Visor and a lot of potential work since they don't have a Diva to eat up that damage.
Well, although PK did show incredible reaction time there, dropping the B as the Reaper came in, he didn't manage to save his team and kind of wasted it. Blake is at 6% to his ult. We'll definitely be getting it a lot before PK, but Earthshatter comes out from Alloy, helps Air Slash kill Truthfully Cool and I can't remember his name, Herman.
Tactical visor activated.
Yep, and now Rhea popping the Sack Visor. They're just gonna clean up on this fight, get it all these late staggered kills. And what do you think needs to change? They've lost 2 fights in a row so far, and they look like they're in a little bit of a stalemate, Angel.
Well, I think Scuttle should probably switch over to the Diva, really help deal with the Reaper on the side of IGHM. He is coming up on that grab. If this grab doesn't hit a lot of people, then this Zarya pick is definitely not worth it in this situation.
Yep, they do have the barrage, so they do have one of the strongest combos in the game. Well, one of the highest DPS potentials in the game. They're going to start off with a pick on Saria, so who knows, maybe they won't even need this. Vivi doesn't have that res, but she's going to die. That's not what you want. Air's going to be close to another Death Blossom, and again, that Diva is not there, so it's nothing stopping him. It's free work. Skittle's going to be getting that kill, and now Play's going to drop the beat, and Blue's going to solo the Lucio, but the Diva right in her face, not the Diva, the Reaper, not able to find anything, and a little bit wasted, I would say. you got Grab coming up. You were the only one who could really combo him, but now Diva Bomb coming out, getting that kill onto the Mercy. So Blue Ninja gonna be pushing him by himself. And
Well, that's just a lack of communication. That's really unfortunate for this at IGHM. That combo could have saved it. Or, not IGHM, Lightning. That combo could have got him in the second. This car is rolled back almost all the way back to the first point.
yeah, something needs to change. It looks like they're very stubborn right now. Who knows? Like I said, Zigzag isn't here right now. He's on vacation. So maybe that lack of their normal shot caller, but Rhea air slash getting a 3-man going huge. Only 2 were res. Blue Ninja getting a kill, evening it up, but Alloy just getting super aggressive, getting that pick. Mercy getting extremely low, but Alloy tying right before he could kill him. And now Rhea with the sacrifice, they're getting a 3-man, just going to work. And now 40 seconds remaining. Vivi still with the res, and Sound Barrier coming up. Skittlebus has Grab. Blue Ninja's 20% away if something doesn't happen here. If Ninja isn't able to build his ult up this fight, so they can combo, you gotta assume that this is gonna be final fight for them.
It does seem like Lightning's just going with comfort picks here. They're not really willing to switch to help the team actually play better. I really don't like this from them. It's really not working out for them. And PK22 gets killed almost immediately. And Truthfully Cool gets killed late. This is terrible for the side of Lightning.
Yep, Grab gonna come out, but Ninja not gonna be there. The entire value between those two ults completely mitigated. That close to his ult, but gets picked off. He's gonna die with res. That's not what you want. Truthfully Cool's gonna be coming back. He has that sound barrier protection, but he is gonna be able to take out Rhea on this soldier. And now Ninja coming in, gonna solo air slash, but the defense matrix in his face. This Diva's been so much work. Mr. Tubbs has to be the MVP of this map with that Diva. But coming in, Herminator finally able to get 2 picks, getting Vivi. The red's not gonna be available. Air slash popping ult. Alloy also popped ult, but all of these ults getting countered. But look at how far back they are in overtime. Right now, they could honestly give them free distance. Fully regroup and push into this.
Scuttles has switched over to this Tracer, running a triple DPS comp, trying to get some damage into the backline as Blue Ninja just simply hasn't been able to put enough rockets back there with Mr. Tubbs eating all of them. Mr. Tubbs really coming in big for his team after that unfortunate performance in the first half. An early kill on the Vivio means that Lightning will most likely keep pushing. Although Backfighter does kill Blue Ninja and Zaxophone, who had that res, and they almost get pushed off the point. Every kill flooding in for the side IGHM, and Herman can't touch the point.
Yep, and right there, I was watching completely from Rhea's perspective, so I know exactly what happened. These guys got all these picks, they decide, alright, Lucio, I believe it was the Lucio on point. Lucio, you see on point, let's all push up, Lucio and Tracer. Let's all push up Winston, Farah, Mercy. And they pushed in so hard to the point where, yeah, they got that kill on the Vivi, as you guys saw. But then right after, Truthfully Cool got picked off. Then Rhea just ran up the high ground with that tactical visor, just popped it, immediately got the Farah, and then immediately got the Mercy, and everything just fell apart. So they got aggressive, they got that pick on the Mercy with the res, which seems valuable, but their Winston died, and their only tank went out, and they just got completely collapsed upon. But now, going on to Anubis, from what we've seen from these guys so far, IGHM has a disconnect. So we're just gonna wait for Vivi. Alright, are they gonna get a sub? Vivi has to go, apparently.
Well, on this Anubis map, I do think SB Lightning might be able to take this as they showed the Sombra on Dorado. Maybe they have a lot of practice on Temple of Anubis. Really a strong way to defend, having Sombra as your main healer, getting EMP up every single fight.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Blue did want to run it. He did get that pick on the Vivi, so obviously he does have experience with the character. So it would be huge for them if they did want to run it right now on Anubis. Right now, they're gonna give them. They are trying to get a sub. Vivi did sadly have to go. Um,
Hopefully they can get a sub in here. So
yep, it looks like members are on. All right, Ace Trainer Leon, is that who they're getting? Um, I guess they got Ace Trainer coming in. That is actually a tank main, so a little bit awkward. It looks like oh, amateur Vivi. I've actually gotten word that apparently Vivi will be back in roughly 10 minutes. So I don't know, is there a timer or can they take an intermission? All right, well, it is up to Zacaphone, I believe. Um, what? Lol. I guess I'm playing. Easy. Easy carry.
Run that Widow Hanzo Zen.
Alright. Do they actually want me to play? What? Alright, there we go. Oh. Hold on, does he qualify? I don't think he qualifies. Yeah, he's top 500. I believe you said one former GM. Technically, I can. Yeah, I figured as much. Alright. Then move me over, bum. Or I'm gonna expose your fair career right now. Let's talk about Amateur Gamer 3's career, alright? Now, I don't know what his main account is, but he did play comp on this account, starting out in Season 3. 6 hours on Pharah, 9 minutes on Genji, 4 minutes on Reaper, 1 minute on Tracer. Interesting career, and then under a minute with Bastion, Hanzo, Winston. But still 6 hours and win percentage of 69, was able to reach Masters this season, that season at least. Then Season 4, able to finish in Masters. A very, very interesting. And let's look at his time played. Oof, 25 hours on Pharah, then 8 hours on Zen, then 3 hours on Lucio. Flexing around, you know what? You don't get DPS, you don't get your Pharah. You'll play support. Alright, alright. And then this season, 9 hours on Pharah. That Pharah love. You know, if you look at Amateur and you look at Blue, you'd think they're the same person. I mean, like, the only difference is that, like, he played Season 1, and Season 3 he was a tank main. But, like, every season after, a Master Pharah player who's dominantly focused on playing Pharah. Oh, Lightning's lost somebody.
Last time I tried that, I got forced into Ana over and over again.
Oh god, who forces Ana on console?
Last season, everyone did.
Amateur, you want to know why he's a better player? Is because you don't have your Mercy player with you. You need a Mercy. A Giraffe Boy. Those are some interesting names. I feel like Amateur's gonna forget I'm here because all of our emblems are the same, and he's gonna start it up. Rip. What?
So are you actually playing?
I don't know. You put me in. Whatever. I'll cast and I'll play. I'll just talk about the legend of Milani. It'll be a one-way cast. Mega doing everything for his team. And they even invited me to the party. They thought you were dead serious. Lol.
Lose 2-0. And Milani comes in clutch for his team.
Hey man, if that's gonna happen, I'm just gonna blame it on the one cricks on the team. They know who they are. I'll expose them right now.
Amateur, if we like the.
Alright. Let's
The
see.
faster we can get this done, the better, because I have to go do something.
Same. I mean, I can wait. Like, I prefer not to. Alright, and Vivi's getting the invite back, so hopefully they do get into this. Amateur, just for you, I'm gonna put on a special player icon. If I can find it. I have it. But I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Alright, I guess I'm playing.
Now,
I got some solo casting this game.
Yep, just trying to join their party. Pause the game, don't start up.
Okay, I guess we are loading
now
up onto
entering the temple
Anubis.
of Anubis.
Yes, IGHM is gonna have to play with Mulani instead of Vivio. Not really sure what's going on there. But as Len and I were saying before this game, I do think that Lightning can take this match as they seem to for sure have practiced on a Sombra. Not really sure if IGHM has practiced Sombra at all. Such a strong pick on the defense. No one really showing it just yet. Rehex is loading up onto the Junkrat. Hopefully we will get to see some nice Junkrat action.
Well,
He may just be trolling.
high noon somewhere in the world.
Oh, he is. Oh, can we get distortions casting after you go with that?
Happy birthday!
Okay, well, IGHM is loading up with that Junkrat.
Some healing.
Really hope to see what Rehex can do here. And Blue Ninja's showing up on that Pharah on the attack. No mercy with him though. Gonna be hoping that PKBs can actually hit his shots. And we have the sources here now. Hey buddy.
What's up, man?
Just casting. Oh, Air Slash is taken out immediately by Blue Ninja. It's a really big kill as he's the only thing they really have to counter him. Truthfully Cool does jump up trying to disrupt what's going up on the high ground here, but his whole team falls quickly after. Blue Ninja is killed by Rehex Huntress. Really, kills being traded out by both teams, but the kills do favor the offense in the situation as they do have a closer spawn. Scuttlebut's going dangerously low and getting killed by Air Slash. This is a really late kill from both sides. Both these teams just trading out kills over and over again. Nobody even going close to the point just yet. EX is killed by Saxophone, pulling out that Mercy pistol. And again, this defense just seems to push back the side of Lightning. Health bars are very low on the side of JJ. Plague having to heal himself, Alloy, and Mr. Tubbs up as Magmalani isn't back just yet.
SB Lightning seems to be starting their second push here.
Really, ults are even on both sides. Rehex does make a very late switch on a Genji. He will not be in this fight for a while. Actually, never mind. He gets here a lot faster than I thought he would. Alloy is killed by Blue Ninja. Blue Ninja is such a good Pharah. Really coming in big for his team. It's still not, doesn't seem like it's enough. Soundberry does come up in defense and attack visor, see what they can do here. They get 2 kills, most likely going to be pushing this attack back, although Herman does use his ult that picks up the Mercy. Magmalani did have his res, that's a really big kill, and Lightning is full force right now. Barrage comes out straight into the Matrix after killing Mr. Tubbs. Mr. Tubbs and Alloy have been switching up their tank roles so much. It's really can't seem to find out what they want to play. And this does seem like it will finally be the cap for the attack. Rez is up on the side of the RGHM. It's gonna see if Milani manages to hide out here. If he's just gonna go for tempo Rez, make sure his team can win the fight. Scuttlebus is coming up on that ground pound surge. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the decision whether to tempo res or to hide and get a big res could make a really big difference here. It all depends on how the picks go. Opening up, we got Winston taking out Lucio.
Ninja
behind doesn't see anybody.
Heroes never die.
A lot of
Res
kills
does
up
come
on this
in
side.
from Milani. Winston, I'll
And
get
Grab
popped
comes
into
in.
the grab.
Brad did catch both the tanks, but no real follow-up on it. Offensive sound barrier coming in. Blue Ninja taking out Rehex Huntress has had no luck on that soldier. And all the kills are flooding in for the red side. S/Slash has switched onto that Reaper that he is so famous for. Goes dangerous low and is taken out. Although Mr. Tubbs does land a nice pin on the PK-22. Barrage kills Mr. Tubbs yet again, and Alloy is there to finish off for Blue Ninja.
Heroes never die.
Rez comes out from the office. A lot of ults being taken here. And triple kill coming out from Alloy Light. Truthfully Cool dropped the bubble, but he dropped it way too close to that Diva Bomb. Just jumped into it, and they get pushed back here.
Really
a
heads
lot
up.
of ults. Sorry,
Really
go ahead.
heads up Diva Bomb from LO Light there to clear IGHM right off the point. I'll have to, yeah, I'm sorry.
Lightning.
SP Lightning off the point. I came in a little late, I'm trying to catch up.
Well, Lightning did blow all their ults in this fight. Really didn't have much here. I didn't like that. Didn't even get a kick off that. And Truthfully Cool is taken out for a spy air slash. Air slash so good on that Reaper.
Full support up for IGHM, but as I say that, Milani does get taken out. So with them down in the team fight, we'll have to see if Milani can get back and maybe res this to keep his team. Alt economy definitely in the favor of IGHM though, and Attack Visor does come out.
Well, Lightning did have a strong hold on this point, but wasn't getting any kills. All of IGHM came back and wiped them out. Only 3 minutes left on the side of Lightning.
Overall, really solid holds here from IGHM.
Their ult economy is just so much better right now than Lightning. They're just throwing ults after half their team is dead. Zaxophone coming up on that res. Res is actually 5 ults coming up on the side of IGHM. They will most likely take this fight, although they will have to commit some ult shit. Scuttlebus is going dangerously low, gets knocked out of the mech, doesn't have a chance to pop his Demon Bomb. Rehex is killed by Blue Ninja. And Blue Ninja coming in big for his team, gets 2 kills, kills Mercy with res. Self-destruct on point does take out Truthfully Cool, but Blue Ninja again coming in with so many kills for his team.
IGHM really doing a good job of managing their ults. They're making sure they're not using too many in each team fight, and they seem to be coming out on top every time.
Reaper ult does catch 3 people. Air Slash really good with his positioning. Oh, Herman is caught out of position. Late kill. That's unfortunate. Actually, Rehex and Ally like peeking out really far up. Apparently they don't know that Truthfully Cool is over here to the right. Although Ally with that Bunny Blaster does almost take Scuttlebus out of the mech along with the help of Herman. Or not Herman, Rehex. And again, ult economy is in the favor of IGHM. They're coming up on that Earth Shatter and that Attack Visor.
That's going to be a deadly combo if we see those together. I definitely look for Mr. Tubbs hammering down, and then Rex following it up with Attack Visor. Can
But
definitely
Mr.
do some
Tubbs
damage.
does hammer the Winston Bear. Doesn't find anything. Although Air Slash does take Scuttle out of mech, and 2 more kills coming in, that means that this attack's over. Only 30 seconds left. Actually, late res coming up with Saxophone. And Truthfully Cool, they're just pushed out of this point. They only have 24 seconds left. That Reaper, I'm not sure what's needed, but I guess just popping it to make sure that they got the kills.
Ally Light coming up on another self-destruct. Could be the end for Lightning.
Well, Lonnie goes down to like 5 health. Really good helix rocket from Herman, but he had Hunters. Does kill off. Can't even tell who that was. That was PK. Kills all are flooding the through the defense here. Going with that spawn advantage, they've got to take it. They're gonna hold this point.
Saxophone taken out. The res does come in just for insurance, but IGHM will hold strong on second point of Temple of Anubis defense.
Well, hopefully SB Lightning can do something on their defense here. They did show the Sombra earlier on first point at Dorado. Didn't really work out for them there, but this is a much better map to run it.
We see a May coming out on the side of SB Lightning.
But that is truthfully cool. Most likely just trolling. Probably going to switch back over to the Winston soon. Rehex, stop teasing me. I know. You know I want that Torb.
Attack Torb too strong, man.
On this map, it's not bad. Taking that right flank, setting up the turret on the high ground. Well, both teams do. Actually, Scuttlebus is on the Reinhardt. Truthfully Cool might actually be running this May. I'd like to see this.
May is definitely one of my favorite heroes on this map. She can really hold down that second point.
And an Ana Mercy defense seems to be coming out. Saxophone gonna make sure that they have that res, and PK coming in is gonna be coming in with those huge heals.
Let's do this.
It does actually seem like this is a defense that this team's gonna run. Actually, no, Saxophone is coming back with Alicia, speeding Truthfully Cool back and forth. Just make up your mind, man. Saxophone is back on that Mercy. And what is this team?
I don't know how I feel about the... Oh, okay, he switched back. I was gonna say, I don't know how I feel about the Lucio instead of Mercy. I feel like if they had actually gone with that comp, IGHM definitely would have, with the way that Mr. Tubbs has been resing, they definitely would have been at the advantage.
Truthfully Cool is going to be late here on this man, as he was trying to troll us a little too hard. But it seems like he will be back with his team before they manage to get pushed. Actually, interesting, Mr. Tubbs on the Mercy now instead of Milani. And Mr. Tubbs is known primarily as a Winston player. And Scuttlebus immediately takes out Air Slash. Although he is taken out by Plague, really kind of just deep in there with no support. Plague and Milani both pick up kills in the attack. And this will most likely snowball in their take on the point.
Almost right away going down 3 in the team fight. Milani really going off on that Winston.
Cool does knock Light out of the match, but I doesn't think it's gonna be enough. Only thing that's actually gone their way since that first fight. And all the kills are flooding in. This is all blue in the kill feed. Scuttlebus does actually manage to land a pin on Milani, but doesn't really seem it's gonna affect this fight. And this will most likely be the first one take. No Sombra coming out from the side of Lightning. I do think they should at least try and experiment with that Sombra. It's so strong on this map.
Especially with those health packs being so close to the second point. Hack that one underneath, make sure that there's...
I just find it interesting that Blue Ninja was running this Sombra on Dorado of all maps, and isn't running it here. Sights is popped from Rehab Hunter, it doesn't find anything. Milani is coming up from that Primal Rage. But Mitz, I don't like that. He should have held on to that. He should have just died. His team is getting wiped out here. Only person in the point.
Ult economy now in favor of SB Lightning. See how they can use it to fend off this attack from IGHM.
And I did neglect to mention, IGHM only needs to take one tick on this point. Not a very hard thing to do. Taking a full 3 ticks is the hard part.
Thanks for the assist.
Milani does switch over to the Reinhardt. Getting sped back by Plague. Plague has been coming in so big for his team recently. Hasn't really seemed to find much now. Samir is up on the side of IGHM. There's a lot of ults in this fight. This is going to be a very big fight. Milani does drop so he can't get pinned by the other Reinhardt. And Justice range from apparently, as that barrage doesn't find anything. Nano does come out on the Scuttlebus. Lightning does seem to like to drop the Nano onto the Reinhardt. Really not as effective recently, but they are running against a counter deathball. Milani with a huge pin, but 2 kills and a D-Mech on the side of that IGHM. Not IGHM, Lightning. Means they will most likely have this point. I really like how Lightning was defending. Earthshadow doesn't find anything. That's unfortunate. I think it's gonna be it.
Air Slash getting 3 there.
I like how Lightning has been defending on this point, though. They've been putting one person on the point, having everyone else regroup and fight. when they need
Absolutely.
Highlight does take out PK, and Truthfully Cool is killed. But Zaxman is coming up on that res. They have to focus him. Zaxman's about to get that res. Doesn't actually manage to get it off. It's so close. Not played. PK was contesting, but that's it. 2-0 in the favor of GHM. Really strong showing by them. They managed to hold Lightning in second on Dorado when they were looking so strong in first. They managed to actually hold them here. Next does get play. He came in huge for his team on third point. Reaper's so strong in this third point because the map is that point is so close. Step up. Oh, look at that. Blossom. Just beautiful. Way to kill the D-Wiz out of mech and helped finish off PK22.
Those team fights definitely did seem very one-sided. I noticed IGHM was better in managing their ults. They definitely held a little bit more for fending off attacks and pushing attacks. Just overall better at holding them and not comboing too much. They definitely use the amount.
Well, IGHM has shown much more discipline with their ult economy. Kinda, ult's being thrown around by the side of Lightning on their attack and their defense. I don't know if this is a best of 3. Gamer?
When I played with Yin and Yang yesterday, and they played third map, even though we got 2-0, so we might be heading into this one anyway.
Okay, it does look like Vivio is back for her team. Really, Melania unfortunately not being able to do the job that she accomplishes for her team. Actually, oh well, I see. Vivio still has a lightning icon. Well, it does seem like this is gonna be it. So, yep, that's it.
Alright.
So, see you later, Distortions. And,
yeah,
Gamer, thanks for... yeah, Distortions also.